Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. We are the Mile High Property Brothers. Today, super fun, super informative, but we're gonna go to the other side that we typically speak from, and that is the listing side. Yes, we do a ton of listings, and on this video, we will be talking about everything you need to know when it comes to selling your home in Colorado in 2023.
Guys, everything you thought about selling a home has changed. You're not gonna wanna miss this. Stay tuned. What's up guys, I'm Schmidt. This is my partner, Will Grimes. Thank you for coming to the channel. And while you're here guys, you're gonna wanna hit that subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell. That way you don't miss a single one of these videos that we drop every Tuesday and every Thursday, telling you everything there is to know about moving to or living in the entire Denver, Colorado area.
100%, and we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado, which means just as much as we love making these videos, we will love more to help you with those real estate needs. So that number that's popping up below, we are the guys trying to answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. So if we can help you, we would love to. But with that being said, let's dive into it. What does it look like when it comes to selling your home in 2023 in Colorado, specifically like your Denver metro, but we do everything from pretty much Fort Collins to Colorado Springs and as far west as you can think of, all the way out as far east as Bennett and beyond, right? So we're gonna be talking about it, but a lot of it does kind of like go into like the heart of your areas, especially like your southeast areas that have a lot of volume. And yes, things are different from what it was last year.
Completely.
Third and fourth quarter of last year, a lot of people are still stuck to that. Keep in mind, your average realtor does 3 to 5 deals a year. So sometimes the last time that they've done a transaction could be, maybe when it's still like that, different market. So giving you guys an update for what to expect right now. Long story long, it is different. There are some changes. It's good stuff. Let's talk about it.
Even if you are not in Colorado, you know, a lot of these changes are going to apply to wherever you live. If you're moving to Colorado and you're selling a home wherever you're at, a lot of these things are going to be applicable to you.
100%.
So still pay attention.
And yes, we do have agents all over the country that are teamed up with us. So if you need a referral as far as somebody helping you sell your home, we could potentially help you guys with that. And even more importantly, everything we're gonna be talking about that includes sellers today. Hey buyers, this is what sellers are gonna be looking for or how they're gonna be preparing themselves. So it's also good for you to know as well. That way you know how to put yourself in a position to win moving forward.
Diving into it, guys, one of the biggest changes that you're going to see in the market when selling your home now versus a couple of years ago is that marketing is really everything now. How you position your home on the MLS, how it looks in photos, what type of video you get, and then where all of that marketing gets distributed to is one of the primary things. Whereas a year ago, it was putting your home on the market, of course having good photography
and
everything.
Have a sandwich.
Yes, yes.
Put your home on the market, have a sandwich, maybe an iced tea with the sandwich, and then look up and your house is probably gone.
Wait for offers, right?
It's a sandwich.
Right.
And you know, whenever we would put a home on the market, it wasn't uncommon to where you're getting 10 to 15 offers. It was negotiating with all of them and then choosing the best one. Now, what you're looking at doing, there are just less buyers out there in the market. There's more inventory available for them to look at. So ultimately, it's just taking a little bit longer for the same amount of buyers to circulate through all of the homes as it was a couple of years ago.
He's so smart. My bare boned on how I would describe it is there's more inventory now. So buyers have more options and more time to take a look at what they want to do, and they start considering where they want to put their money. And most specifically, a lot of folks are super consistent with looking at the comps in their areas and being competitive there. What they don't realize is a lot of buyers are moving from out of state, and a lot of areas are attractive to them. Folks that are into Southeast Aurora are also typically into Parker, they're into Castle Rock, they're into Littleton and Highlands Ranch. Some folks even travel up north. There's even some folks that are local that we've had that have sold that still have their top 2 to 3 areas. So when they're looking at your house in said markets, they're also looking at 2 other areas that are of interest that could work for them. So it's not just about the comps in your area, it's really about getting yourself in in front of as many people as possible and making yourself as appealing as possible, because someone's looking in Parker, but you're in Southeast Aurora and they're open to it. Depending on how you're marketing your home, you could end up snagging that. And what do I mean by that? It's not just being on the MLS. How you position yourself on there matters. Photos matter. Definitely great video and drone footage of everything in your area matters. In addition, Zillow, Realtor.com, other of those websites that automatically upload with the MLS. Yes, those are also encouraged. They're also typical now, right? That's where everyone else is at. But paid campaigns through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube ad campaigns, where they actually go in and see people's search behavior on their phone. And even if they're watching SpongeBob on YouTube,
what you doing?
Right? But they can tell that their phone's been looking at some stuff in Colorado, your home for a coming soon, or it could be a live, recently on the market, whatever it may be, however we choose to market it. Yes, YouTube marketing can be great because we're putting ourselves in front of those buyers before maybe they're even in front of a realtor or in front of the MLS, and they're excited to see your home, right? So a lot of different things go into that. And then just one more thing before he continues, when we get down to like your video and what we're capturing about the home, it's not just about the walkthrough, but there could be a lot of cool things about your HOA.
Yes.
There could be really cool things as far as proximity to how far you are from the community center that's got the large pool and all the cool fun stuff. You could be a block away from that. That's amazing. People don't realize that until they're coming to see your house. We're expecting them to just kind of like figure that out. We've had homes that we've sold where we put in broker remarks that every other Thursday or every Thursday, they had block parties during the summer with their neighbors. Guys, things like that are super appealing. What the HOA covers, a lot of cool stuff in there depending on your HOA. That should also be in remarks versus us expecting buyers to go in and read HOA documents. They're not going to do it. They're not just going to have nothing better to do, so they just start driving through neighborhoods. If we have some great things, if we're on a cul-de-sac, if we back up to a green belt, if we're close to a community center, whatever that may be, like we need to capture that through drone footage, in addition to looking through the house to really throw out in front and expose buyers to everything it is that they offer. Almost not edited like a movie trailer, but hear me out. On a movie trailer, they're trying to throw you the entire story of what's going on and some really cool stuff, the best that they can, to be as appealing as possible to get you to go see the actual movie. Now, we're not editing and having things exploding by your house on an advertisement on YouTube, but what we could be doing is exposing every highlight possible within a certain amount of frames to show people everything that's possible. And then again, in addition to your HOA, putting some things in the remarks versus hoping that they go in and dive into your 40-page HOA. And typically people don't even read that until they're under contract. So how much are people missing out about your community and your neighborhood and the commute to stores or anything else that's cool in your area until they're under contract? But right now it's hard to get people under contract. We have to be more appealing than the rest, which means we've got to pull everything cool about your home and about your area and put that in front of buyers as best as possible through advertisement and then the content that goes on your MLS and on your other advertisements with Zillow and Realtor.com.
Yes, so it is.
I talk a lot. That was even impressive for my standard,
That was pretty good.
Thank you for hearing me out.
Identity of a missing hiker manipulating his way to the top in a diabolical scheme to get even with Dan Marino, whom he blamed for the entire thing.
Pretty much just like that, guys. Now, we've got all these features and benefits that we are marketing. We're taking that marketing, we're getting it out at a mass scale. Now, it is critical that when these people start coming to your house, that your house does not disappoint, right? We just had the amazing movie trailer. We don't want them to come to the movie and
it did blow up at the trailer.
And end up walking out of the theater. So prepping your home is one of the things that we do a phenomenal job on. And this is something that, you know, we really advise our buyers very strictly on, as far as making your home look as good as it possibly can without costing you too much money up front, right? Because you're not always going to get every dollar that you put into the house out of the house. For example, if you put 50 grand into landscaping, hey, that's awesome, but you might not get 50 grand out of the house on offers.
And if it's not done yet, who knows if you should even do it right this second. Depending on your timeline as far as like when you want to sell. In addition to that, large homes and smaller homes do so well with staging because it gives consumers the idea of what that space would look like. Sometimes really big homes are so open concept, you don't really know like what you're supposed to do with it until you see the double-sided couches and different things that really allow you to break up some of that space. Or if things are small, they might assume it's smaller than how they could use it unless there's some furniture that demonstrates how you can use the areas. If you have a traditional size home and it's vacant, a lot of times that can still be more than enough as long as things are clean and appropriate. But you want to just give all of these things food for thought. In addition to that, Open houses.
Yes.
Yes.
They're back.
They're back. The weather's getting nicer, even though we're in winter.
Yep.
There's still nice weather. There's still 50, 60 degrees on the weekends, and people are going out. And yes, you've got some folks that are ready to buy, but it's not this urgent thing right now. So buyers that are ready to buy, that are local, not necessarily from out of state, that are like, hey, it's a nice weekend. We were going to go grocery shopping. Hey, let's just go buy. Oh, hey, some of the houses that we were looking at are having some open houses. Hey, we should just cruise by and see maybe what that looks like. Yes, that will increase opportunity for everyone to come see your home and what's potential for them. And yes, guys, we have had some of our own personal buyers go through with open houses with us to some of ours, and believe it or not, we actually had to compete on an offer this week. There were several offers. We ended up winning our offer for our clients, which is awesome. Best realtor I know right here. He did a great job, but that's also indicative of, yes, it sounds like there's a lot to go up against as a seller right now, but the benefit, which we're gonna kind of get into right now for the back half of this video, is rates have come down, which is great. Franny and Freddie also said they're gonna continue to come down. We've even heard some talk about 4% by this year or next year, which is awesome. But we've already had an increase of buyers back out into the market, which is a great thing for sellers. But keep in mind, there's still plenty of inventory, which means, hey, hopes are up. Be confident, be excited, but don't take your gas off the pedal, or your foot off the pedal as far as how we prepare your home. There's still plenty of inventory. There's still plenty of options for buyers to choose from. So we still have to make sure that we're
literally doing everything you can, and that staging point is a critical one. You know, a year ago, you didn't even have time to call a stager before you were getting offers on the home. So it wasn't really that necessary. Now, when you're trying to look at getting the most out of your home, you know, paying a little bit for staging will drastically improve the chance of you getting the best offers possible. So that is one thing. Yes, that is absolutely the one thing where the money in is definitely worth the money out. So I cannot stress you guys enough the importance of putting a good quality product out on the market with the best possible marketing, getting to the most possible people. But then even then, guys, having proper expectations as a seller is critical, because right now the average days on market is right around 45 for the Denver metro area. So what you don't necessarily want to do is get a house on the market, not get an offer in the first weekend, and then start panicking and start doing like massive price reductions when maybe you don't have to just yet. It's just a matter of getting more people in through the home.
Which also means maybe don't necessarily wait last minute to put your home on the market, right? So if we're already out looking at new builds, or we're already under contract on a new build or something like that, but we haven't had our home put on the market quite yet, could take a little bit longer. So we're kind of putting the cart in front of the horse versus a year ago. And for the past several years, that wasn't a huge deal, because typically, even if you went competitive and went in at a little bit lower price than you were wanting to get your home sold even quicker, well, those were things you could sell your home in a weekend 8 months ago, 9 months ago, 2 years ago. Those things were something. So right now, a little bit different. We've got to go a little bit more traditional as far as like making sure we're doing all of our due diligence and marketing your home and getting it under contract before we necessarily commit to your next buy or a new build. If you guys are doing a dirt start and they need you to commit, right, to like that down payment or to committing to that lot, we've just got to be careful with how we strategize that, right? And then speaking of that, the people that you put around you, right? So the realtors that you have around you. Everybody we have to resource and do editing and paid advertisements. A lot of your realtors don't do paid YouTube ads, don't have YouTube channels that can hit their own network of a lot of freaking buyers, right? So this matters.
Absolutely.
Which leads me to my last point. You guys know what's coming. It's that number that's popping up below, reminding you that yes, we are licensed brokers here in the state of Colorado. And yes, just as much as we love making these videos, we would love more to help you all with your real estate needs. So that number that's still below. We are the guys who answer the phone calls, text messages, and those emails. So if we can help you, let's kick some butt this year. Let's have a great time. But until next video,
stay tuned.
Guys, everything you need to know about selling your home in 2023, stay tuned. I already said that. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.